moving plant that stows away from hunters when it feels their touch. A little vegetable that nods off when the sun goes down. A brilliant enduring that has learned to be less timid the more it's uncovered. A good example for the greater part of us. This is the Mimosa pudica. Hello, I am Haris and you are watching ECOSPACEORG. Today we are discussed our most loved sort of plants that move. We have discussed about the carnivorous plants previously, Mimosa pudica. They move to get prey, yet the present species moves for a significantly more interesting explanation. It could do without to be contacted. At the simple smidgen of a stalk, they overlay their leaves internal as though they were holding on. They are called Mimosa pudica, yet no, they are not affixing in your number one Sunday early lunch refreshment. The mixed drink is named after an Australian yellow blossom, likewise called mimosa. The mimosa we are discussing is local to local and South America. However, it's been acquainted with each and every mainland aside from Antarctica. Its name comes from Greek mimos, and that implies impersonate, as in they mirror the development of creatures. What's more, pudica, and that implies timid. What's more, their name is very much procured. These plants will possibly open up while they are feeling significantly better. They will close right away on the off chance that something contacts them, or on the other hand, assuming it's excessively hot, cold, or on the other hand, on the off chance its stem is being shaken. However, this isn't simply average hesitance. This is really an exceptionally viable self-protection method against their two primary concerns throughout everyday life. Drying out and being eaten by a vegan, the greater part of their reach gives sufficient downpour to keep them hydrated. But at the same time, it's in the jungles where the sun can vanish the dampness of unprotected plants. On the off chance that the Mimosa pudica facilities it's too hot out, they'll close their leaves to keep their water from vanishing, and keeping in mind that different plants have thistles or synthetic compounds reflect herbivores, these falls basically stow away from them however much they can. Turning their leaves internal makes them seem to be a twig and significantly less tantalizing than different leaves. What's more, obviously a moving plant appears to be crude. Best case scenario, particularly in light of the fact that one shutting leaf can begin a chain response that makes a few many leaves close all the while. Thus no way improved, let it be and eat in a real sense anything more. Assuming you see one outside, feel free to stimulate it and see it move. Simply don't get carried away. It has a tremendous vivacious expense and might in fact influence their photosynthesis, which carries us to the inquiry, how would they move? Like other moving plants, for example Venus flytraps, they have an intricate component that changes their cell size by addition or eliminating water. It's somewhat similar to holding a piece of paper between two air inflatables. Assuming you flatten one marginally, the point of the piece of paper changes. This instrument is likewise initiated around evening time when the plant falls asleep. There's no great explanation to be open on the off chance that there's no daylight to retain. Furthermore, as we referenced prior, it's much more secure. Not all Mimosa pudicas live in a similar climate, and some are contacted more frequently than others, normally by innocuous articles, for example drops of water or bigger creatures strolling by. Thus, they have developed to realize when to close. Delicate plants need to amplify the time they are open, thus in regions they are contact a great deal they figure out how to be less delicate. This additionally occurs in regions with low light, as the need might arise to retain every one of the light they can get. This appears to be legit. However, the precarious part is where they store the data. They learn there are several speculations, one of which places that the recurrence a plant is contacted fundamentally alters how their qualities are communicated. In any case, once more, it hasn't been demonstrated in the event that you are a gratitude understudy and are searching for an examination subject. Consider assisting us with the understanding how plant learns. Sadly for the Mimosa pudica, a few creatures are getting on which they ploy and are tracking down ways of eating them. Silk winding around hunters are the most horrendously awful foe, as they utilize their strings to immobilize their prey. An exemplary Spider-Man move, but vermin and mimosa worms, which are truly steel dark moth hatchlings, are their fundamental hunters. Both are hard to control and can immediately kill a plant. So in the event that you have them at home, make a point to watch out for them for parasites.